So, 2 Point Campus is a sequel to a game I've already reviewed on this channel, 2 Point Hospital. But which one is better? Let's get into the review and find out. To be fair, 2 Point Campus is naturally very similar to the Hospital games. It has that same cartoonish aesthetic with the funny light-hearted animations and a less than normal courses to attend. You can get a degree in something simple like sports, but you can also live your Harry Potter dream and study witchcraft and wizardry. There's lots of other courses and lots of other weird things to do. Similar to 2 Point Hospital, Campus gives you multiple sites, all with their own individual and unique challenges. As you progress through the different sites, the game will require you to complete different courses and design your campuses accordingly. I actually really liked a lot of the goals on here. At times, it felt like the Hospital game became a bit tedious with the goals of passing the levels, but I felt like Campus really did a good job in varying the different things you have to do to prestige your university. Don't get me wrong, some of the goals naturally became a little bit annoying. I did get stuck on one or two for a while, and one I was particularly stuck on for a while, but I just had to fast forward time because it was out of my control and I just had to play the game long enough before I hit the target. But those type of things were really few and far between, if I'm being totally honest. Also, for extra depth, the campuses don't always charge your students for attending, and you have to earn money by completing other tasks like getting improvements to students' grades or leveling up and stuff like that. You get grants for doing things like this, and it changes the way you play the game a bit. It actually makes things a lot more difficult, and I quite enjoyed the stress it put on my budget and forced me to manage my funds a lot better than I was before. The game is not perfect, of course. It's very similar to the Hospital game in both feel and mechanics, but I think it does enough to freshen up the genre and make it worth giving it a go, especially if you enjoyed the Hospital version. There's quite a lot of depth because the students require lots of different things to keep them happy and paying their bills, and it makes hiring the right staff and managing them correctly more important, especially as you level up your courses and introduce more students into your campus. I did have a slight issue at times once the campus got really big, and inevitably some of the students got unhappy with certain things that were happening on the site, and there were lots of extra menus with lots of extra information to look through. None of them give me the exact reason why the student was unhappy. It just told me that they were unhappy. It seems like they put in some extra menus to make the game seem like there's more going on when it didn't really need to do it, and you literally end up using the main drop downs, and that is pretty much more than enough that you need to run things successfully. So at the beginning I asked, is this better than the Hospital game? And to be honest, for me, and I don't know why, I just enjoyed this one more. I found myself going back and playing this for longer stints and playing it more often than I did with the Hospital version. I felt like there was just a little bit more depth and challenge to this game, and the things you need to do to pass the levels were just a little bit more fun and, to be honest, a little bit more addictive. This one is charming, a little bit childish, but it was a fun one, and personally I really enjoyed it, and for that reason I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Thanks for watching.